Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. Looking forward to the service tomorrow night. It's Leadership Night. I'm going to spend time, in fact, I'm working on the sermon right now, living a connected life. How do you get born again with all these new connections to God and His people, and then what do you do with all your connections in the past as a leader? It's going to be a great study. I'm looking forward to seeing you. But right now, I want to talk to you about character. We live in a very strange environment in the world right now. It seems that a person's stated position is what is relevant, but not their character. Their promise of what they're going to do is important, not their character. Their personal branding or positioning of themselves, but not their character. Their accomplishments as they present them, but not their character. Their ability as it is perceived, but not their character. But God is very concerned about character. God doesn't care about positions and stated positions and branding and accomplishments. God doesn't care about any of that. God cares about the heart of man. And oftentimes we forget this and we don't understand why God presents Himself in a certain way to us. The principle I want to show you is this. God's revelation flows to our character. God's revelation flows to our character. Now look over here with me in our text today in 2 Samuel chapter 22, verse 26. To the faithful, you show yourself faithful. To the blameless, you show yourself blameless. To the pure, you show yourself pure. But to the crooked, you show yourself shrewd. Our character forms the basis of how God reveals Himself to us. When we are a faithful person, we get incredible revelations of God's faithfulness. We see God display His faithfulness in our lives every day. It's one of the most common prayers I pray for you as church members. Father, as they have walked in faithfulness, you promise to show yourself faithful to those that are faithful. Show your faithfulness in their lives. But He continues, to the blameless, He said, for those of you that just live right, I reveal myself as blameless. He said, to the pure, there's an interesting thought, to the pure. He said, I reveal myself as pure. But He said, to the crooked, people whose hearts do not match their words and their actions. He said, I show myself to be shrewd. Now go all through the Bible to people that set themselves up as enemies against God. They had a great revelation of the shrewdness of God. I don't want to know the shrewdness of God. I want to know the purity of God. I want to know the righteousness of God. I want to know the faithfulness of God. Let's ask God to work on our character. And in spite of what the world says, let's let God work on our hearts.